Hello students, myself Dr. Jyoti Shegokar. I welcome you in my YouTube channel Chemistry in Engineering, and today guys we are going to study the topic of 12 principles which are under green chemistry. Guys, before this also we have seen one video which is related to the green chemistry, introductory about green chemistry. So in this different scientists given the 12 principles. दैट प्रिंसिपल्स मीन्स जो भी प्रिंसिपल्स है वो दिए हैं, अगर वो प्रिंसिपल हम लोगों ने हम जैसे थेरोटिकली दिए हैं, अगर प्रैक्टिकली यूज किए तो इट विल नॉट बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर अस दैट वी हैव टू मूव, वी विल मूव टुवर्ड्स ग्रीन थिंग्स. ग्रीन थिंग्स मीन्स नॉट दी टोटली ग्रीन कलर्ड बट the sustainable things. We can say that the less hazardous things means as it is under the green chemistry, so the chemicals wherever produced they must be less. They are generally harmful chemicals are produced, so they must be less. There must be minimization of that particular chemicals. So for that this these chemicals which are ultimately converted or ultimately gives us as a pollution or the different hazardous things for on the human beings as well as on the environment. So for that what can we do? Green chemistry, it was one of the concept that which designs some processes, which gives some processes that should be very less harmful or less hazardous. So it is just difficult than the environmental chemistry. We have seen already it. Now we are going to know that what is actually given in that 12 principles. All these 12 principles are very important according to exam point of view. So all these are somewhat difficult to learn, somewhat difficult to keep in mind, but when once we understood we can easily interpret it in our paper. Okay, so 12 principles are given there. So first principle is prevention of the waste. It means that whenever there is a reaction occurs, there should not be any waste. Waste means byproduct. Means a chemist is insisted or it is what can we say, it is said that to redesign the processes. ऐसे processes redesign करो कि जिसमें से बाय प्रोडक्ट ही ना रहे, मतलब जो वेस्ट है वो ना रहे. Rather than the waste which is produced, that waste will be treated, then will be disposed, will be proper process management of the waste would have been done, but instead of that there should not be formation of a waste. That is called as a prevention. मतलब प्रोसेसेस ऐसे करो जिसमें कि प्रोडक्ट वेस्ट तैयार ही ना हो, वेस्ट बने ही ना, सो दैट दी प्रिवेंशन हमें मतलब कुछ कंट्रोल मेजर्स लेने की जरूरत नहीं. सो दिस इज अ वेरी फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सो वी हैव टू रीथिंक अ लॉट दैट देयर मस्ट नॉट बी फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अ बाय प्रोडक्ट और अ वेस्ट. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ प्रिवेंशन ऑफ अ वेस्ट. Okay. Now next is a maximize atom economy. Now atom economy means what? This word somewhat looking critical, but it is very simple. Atom economy means number of atoms, moles of atoms incorporated, means the product which is formed. Means when there is a one reaction from A to B, A is the reactant, B is the product. Number of atoms, moles of atoms present in A, which are there in B. मीन्स जितने भी टोटल एटम्स रिएक्ट हुए हैं उतने ही एटम्स प्रोडक्ट में प्रेजेंट है या नहीं. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एटम इकोनॉमी. इट मस्ट बी मैक्सिमम बिकॉज इट इज द रेशियो. परसेंट एटम इकोनॉमी इज द रेशियो ऑफ द मोल ऑफ एटम इनकॉर्पोरेटेड, मीन्स दे आर ट्राइंग टू फॉर्म द प्रोडक्ट, दे आर प्रेजेंट इन द प्रोडक्ट अपॉन नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ एटम्स रिएक्टेड. रिएक्टेड इज डिफरेंट देन इनकॉर्पोरेटेड. तो इनकॉर्पोरेटेड होने वाले मैक्सिमम होने चाहिए रिएक्टेड में से. सो इनटू 100 दैट इज द परसेंट इकोनॉमी. इट मस्ट बी हायर. दैट मीन्स देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी बाय प्रोडक्ट. When all the atoms incorporated, then the atoms reacted, there will not be any byproduct or waste. So ultimately it is a prevention or control to the that is the pollution. So here there is an example of Diels-Alder reaction. In this reaction total cycloadduct is formed. Total reactant are converted into products. That means total reacted molecule and the total incorporated molecule is same. So in this way, it is having a 100% atom economy. Okay. Now next is a less hazardous chemical synthesis. It means that here there is an example one of the given. Less hazardous chemical synthesis means chemical synthesis means process or the transformation. Designing of chemical, it should be in such a way that there should be very less hazardous products are produced. Is it? So here example is polystyrene foam sheets. There is one of the process for the formation of polystyrene foam sheets, and in that foam sheet there is a use of chlorofluorocarbon. You know guys, chlorofluorocarbon is one of the very hazardous substance or the harmful for the depletion of ozone layer, which ultimately gives us acid rain, global warming, etc. So to minimize the that depletion of ozone, there must be use of some another type of substances like hydrofluorocarbon, like carbon dioxide. So if they are used, there will be very minimum products are produced or very less hazardous products are there. So it is one of the third principle of green chemistry. Okay, moving forward, that design benign chemicals. Now benign means less hazardous chemicals. We have to design the chemicals in such a way that it should be very less hazardous or not hazardous. Here there is a use of CO2 as a supercritical solvent. It means that the supercritical solvent means whenever we will use a different type of solvents, they may be harmful. Is it? So like benzene is one of the solvent which is very carcinogenic. Means it will form the different type of, it will show the toxic type of products or the products which are ultimately gives the cancer diseases. So such type of carcinogenic reagent should not be used as a solvent. So that's why we can use here a supercritical carbon dioxide. So we have to choose here the paths, the paths which is very at a very ambient or a less temperature. Is it? So temperature must be less, pressure must be less, so that the product will be at the room temperature and not more toxic. Okay. Now next, benign solvent auxiliaries. Auxiliaries means fillers. Auxiliaries means reagents. With reactant there is a reagent. So auxiliaries, instead of benzene there is a use of carbon dioxide or water. Is it? So benzene is one of the very harmful, or we can say again carcinogenic, that point is there. So if such type of reagents are used, instead of that we can use carbon dioxide, water, such type of if possible, if practicable, use that type of reagents. Is it? Auxiliaries means extra reagents with a reactant. Auxiliaries just like a solvents, just like some separating agents. So instead of the harmful auxiliaries, use a soft one or safer one auxiliaries. Okay, I think you got this. Now next is a denying energy efficiency. Means the reactions are to be carried out at a room temperature, at the ambient temperature. Those 1 atmospheric pressure, at atmospheric pressure and temperature, reaction should be carried out. There should not be a very high temperature, so that the vigorous reaction will be there and there is a formation of a high hazardous product. So instead of that, use the and carry out the reactions at ambient temperature. Okay. Now next, use of renewable feedstocks. Now feedstocks is nothing but the starting product. Is it? Feedstock, when it is feeding to the reaction, that stock which is there is a feedstock, means a starting reagent. So it should be very much, what can we say, use of renewable feedstock. Renewable means which can be used a lot, which can be used a number of times. Is it? So feedstock is chosen in this way that it must be renewable. Otherwise, if it is non-renewable, it can be finished. Is it? So renewable feedstock को choose करो जिसका प्रोडक्ट हमें जो है वो लेस हार्मफुल मिले, या फिर जो रिएक्शन हो वो एट अ renewable level पे, या फिर we can say that the more availability of feedstock will be there. So here there is one example of adipic acid. For the formation of adipic acid, there is a use of benzene. So instead of benzene, we can use there the glucose. So both are giving the adipic acid, but glucose is more renewable. because it can be renewed, it can be produced, is it? So there must be use of glucose instead of benzene to form adipic acid. You must know, guys, the adipic acid is there for the formation of used for the formation of plasticizers, some nylons. So for that there is a formation of or production of adipic acid is required. Okay. Now moving towards next eighth one, reduce derivatives. Just consider that whenever there is a reaction which is carried out, carried out reactions, and it is very at a very high temperature, so it is not good. Don't use any type of modified temperature or pressure. Use a less temperature or pressure. And one thing is that when the reaction it is in different steps, for example, A is giving B, is giving C, is giving D, during each step there must be use of another different type of derivatives, is it? There is a production of different type of byproducts. So during that the different type of wastes are produced, different type of chemicals are to be used, so avoid these things. So it is said that रिड्यूस डेरिवेटिव्स कम से कम करो, सो दैट जो प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म होगा वो सिंगल स्टेप में अगर किया जाएगा तो इट विल बी मोर बेटर फॉर द एनवायरमेंट एज वेल एज फॉर द ह्यूमन बीइंग और लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स. देन यूज ऑफ कैटालिस्ट इज वन ऑफ द थिंग दैट which increases the rate of reaction. कम यूज करो, ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा. नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स द रिएक्शन कैन बी कैरिड आउट with the same catalyst. So it must be selective, it must be स्टीरियो स्पेसिफिक. स्टीरियो सिलेक्टिव और स्टीरियो स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए. मतलब ए से प्रोडक्ट बी मिलने वाला है तो बी ही मिलना चाहिए, नॉट अदर देन ए से बी सी डी ई, और परसेंटेज ऑफ बी जस्ट 2%, इज इट? सो इट मस्ट बी द specific product should be there, is it? It should not be stoichiometric. So it is said that it is versus of stoichiometric, means lot of product use करो और single process carry out होंगी. लॉट ऑफ रिएजेंट यूज करो, लॉट ऑफ कैटालिस्ट यूज करो, सिंगल प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा, नो. सो यूज ऑफ कैटालिस्ट मस्ट बी स्पेसिफिक, मस्ट बी सिलेक्टिव. ओके. नाउ मूविंग टुवर्ड्स नेक्स्ट, डिजाइन फॉर द डिग्रेडेशन. प्रोडक्ट्स ऐसे दो जो कि बायोडिग्रेडेबल हो, मतलब जिसका डिग्रेडेशन होना चाहिए, जिसका डिकम्पोजिशन होना चाहिए, और हमें जो प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा इट कैन बी डिकम्पोज, मतलब कि उससे दूसरे प्रोडक्ट्स भी बन पाएंगे, इज इट? वो डिकम्पोज होगा तो इट विल नॉट बी वेरी मच हार्मफुल फॉर द एनवायरमेंट एज वेल एज ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. ओके. नाउ नेक्स्ट, रियल टाइम एनालिसिस. सो इन दिस एनालिसिस जो है वो नंबर ऑफ एनालिसिस नहीं होने चाहिए. रियल टाइम मतलब जितना टाइम लगना है उतना टाइम में सिंगल एनालिसिस में प्रोडक्ट मिलना चाहिए, इज इट? इसके लिए टूल्स जो चाहिए वो तुम लोग ये करो, डेवलप प्रोसेसेस डेवलप करो, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस डेवलप करो, बट इट शुड बी व्हाट टाइम एनालिसिस, रियल टाइम एनालिसिस. सॉरी, मतलब जितना टाइम लगना है उतना ही लगने दो, नॉट मोर देन दैट. कि कोई नया डेवलपमेंट किया, ज्यादा टाइम लग रहा है, नो. रियल टाइम में ही प्रोसेस कैरी आउट होनी चाहिए. दिस मस्ट बी स्पेसिफिक. एंड लास्ट इज यूज ऑफ सेफर केमिकल्स. सो इट इज सेड दैट अगर सेफर केमिकल्स यूज करोगे तो सेफर प्रोडक्ट्स मिलेंगे, इज इट? यू माइट हैव नो द रिएक्शन ऑफ भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी. In that we have lost a number of brothers and sisters. So it must not be like that. Accident may be there if it is a chemical industry or related to chemistry, is it? So ऐसे reagents choose करो, they must be very safe, is it? So in this way the accident must be prevented. In this way we have seen today all these 12 principles which are related to the green chemistry, guys. एंड ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री के ये जो 12 प्रिंसिपल्स है ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, नॉट ओनली फॉर आवर स्टडी और थेरोटिकली ओनली, बट अगर हम लोग जब भी केमिकल इंडस्ट्रीज में जाएंगे या फिर कोई भी फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्रीज में है या फिर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज में अगर हम लोग एंटर कर रहे हैं तो ये सब ओबे होना ही चाहिए. एंड नाउअडेज इट इज़ अ इरा ऑफ ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री और ग्रीन टेक्नोलॉजी. तो सब लोग ग्रीन की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं टू मिनिमाइज द पोल्यूशन, टू मिनिमाइज द हैजर्डस इफेक्ट्स ऑफ द एनवायरमेंटल, सच टाइप ऑफ नॉट एनवायरमेंटल, वी कैन से द processes which are done by human beings, is it? And these are affected not only on ourselves but also on different life also, as well as on the non-living things also. So it must be that this process, there must carried out the process when during the building construction, during any architectural work, it must be done that there must be study of all these 12 principles, not only in that case but also in some chemical industries also, so that there will be very less hazardous products are produced, or just like that no hazardous products are produced. So design, proper design, the central one or the basic thing, that the process of starting of design, so that design must be redesigned after a number of times thinking, then there is a give that particular product or design, is it? So for today this is sufficient. So today we have seen the 12 principles of green chemistry, guys. These are looking somewhat difficult, but they are very easy to understand. When once these are understood, it will not be difficult to study it. So thank you very much, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, like it, subscribe it, and share it to your friends where required these videos. Thank you very much, and also hit the bell button also. Thank you.